До слова запрошується речник Міністерства оборони.
Now the floor is given to Ministry of Defense spokesman on ATO-related issues, Colonel Oleksandr Motuzyanyk. Good afternoon, everyone. Now the information about the events that happened in the ATO area during the last 24 hours. During the last 24 hours, the number of enemy shelling increased, 52 shellings, and heavy weapons was used in all three areas, and the enemy started to use artillery for the first time in several weeks. In Lugansk area, the enemy was active in Novozyanyk-Troitska part of front line. The enemy was active starting midnight and until late in the evening. The shellings were shot, but the militants launched at the positions of ATO 50 mortar mines and 4 artillery shells. And the enemy used heavy weapons in this part of front line and also used grenade launchers of different systems and machine guns. Twice, the regime of ceasefire was violated in Stanitsa Luganska. There, the militants opened fire starting midnight and 3 a.m. They used grenade launchers and small arms. In the region of Slavyanov-Serbsk, in Bakhmutska highway, and in Popasna, it was calm. On the whole, during the last 24 hours in the Lugansk area, there were 16 enemy shelling, including half with the use of heavy weapons. The Donetsk area, the biggest number of shellings are in Svetlodarsk Bulge. Half of all incidents are in this area, and each seventh shelling lasted 1 hour, and the enemy used small arms and also mortars and armory of APCs. 2 heavy firing lasting 2 hours. They were in Avdiivka production area. It happened right after sunset. Heavy weapons was not used at that. And also the enemy violated ceasefire twice in Kruta Balka, that is near Avdiivka. Also, the situation was not calm in northern suburbs of Gorlovka and Zaitsevo, where the militants carried out a number of armed provocations and in the evening shelled Ukrainian positions with the use of mortars. Only in the region of the Donetsk airport it was calm. On the whole, in the Donetsk area, during the last 24 hours, there were 15 enemy shelling, 6 with the use of mortars. The Mariupol area. Absolute calm was in Mariinka-Krasnogorovka part of front line, and military actions were in the southern part of this area. Pavlopil, Gnutova, Talakivka, Lebedinska, Vodene, Shirokina front line. And the hottest spot was in the far south, in the coastline area, Vodene and Shirokina. And there, the militants used mortars and armored vehicles. During the last 24 hours in the Mariupol area, there were 21 enemy shelling, including 4 with the use of heavy weapons. During the last 24 hours, in the result of the military actions, no Ukrainian serviceman was killed, but 1 was wounded. It happened in the course of shelling in Svetlodarsk Bulge. Yesterday, the police officers of Donetchina found a cache of ammunition. They found it in Novolugansk village in Bakhmutsky region. Law enforcement confiscated 10 anti-tank mines, 9 TNT blocks, and F1 grenade. Now they try to identify a person who left this ammunition there. Mine action and finding cache with ammunition, these are all steps taken by law enforcers to save lives of civilians. So during the last several years, joint actions of servicemen and law enforcers resulted in deactivating 140,000 explosive objects in the area. The Ministry of Defense of Ukraine, together with OEC Project Coordinator Office, continue their fruitful cooperation to counteract the threat posed by mines. These days, in Vinogradovo village, that is in Mariupol area, Ukrainian sappers set additional banners to warn people about danger of mines in order to prevent casualties among civilians and Ukrainian servicemen. No questions? Thank you.